What's going on, guys? I'm your coach to the Portland Trail Blazikens, bringing you the team builder for Week 8 against Jerry, coach of the Seattle Pidgeots. So, for one, he's kind of a pretty close friend I guess I say this all the time, but super good guy in the IBL, one of the admins, somebody I do pass teams to for input when it comes to my team building, and then kind of likewise he sends some to me. But either way, we're going to just jump right in to what his team looks like. He's got Tapu Koko, Scolipede, Slowking, Cobalion, Hitmonlee, Quillfish, Vullaby, Mega Pinsir, Tangrowth, Necrozma, Piloswine, and Altaria. So, offhand, obviously you can see that Mega Pinsir only has 2 kills, but it's always a threat. It's an absolutely phenomenal mon. It's so strong with priority. Being that quick attack with an aerialite boost is super strong. 105 speed's nothing to scoff at. Yeah, it's a great cleanup mon. He also has Tapu Koko, who's fantastic with that terrain, and it can Volt Switch or U-turn, and then just in-terrain Thunderbolts are pretty much like a Specs. Just a really strong hitting mon. And then his Tangrowth is probably Jerry's favorite mon, it even has 7 kills, which is kind of funny. But he loves Tangrowth. It's very versatile. You can run it defensive or Spadef. You can even run it like sub-attacking. I think he's ran that in a week or two. Really, it's pretty versatile. I could see that being like a Mega Mawile answer combined with Cobalion. Or I guess even like an Intimidate Quillfish. But it's not super good of a mon in general, so we'll see what he does regarding that. But yeah, I could see him bringing like Koko, Scully, Cobalion, Mega Pinsir, Tangrowth, Necrozma, Hitmonlee. Or maybe not Hitmonlee and go like Piloswine or Vullaby. Either way, he has like options that can definitely prove to be pretty annoying. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't been using this sheet the entire season, because we've had these really nice ones that Uzi, our different admin, has made. So yeah, he was a little rundown of the stats. Besides that, he did have Doug Trio, Jerry did, until week 6, and he picked up Scolipede, which made his team so much more threatening. Just because like Doug Trio's kind of eh. Obviously it can trap, but besides that, again, pretty eh. But we'll just kind of jump into what I brought for a team, starting off with my first mon I picked was like, I need a Scolipede answer stat, because it's just a phenomenal sweeper with that Mega Horn if he can hit it, or you can run Bug in EMZ. But yeah, Slowbro with Psychic Scald, Toxic, and Counter. Counter's kind of, if I'm starting to feel bold, expecting him to like Tapu Koko U-turn on the Slowbro to kind of see what my switch in is. So like Koko obviously can't Volt Switch with, you can see Nidoking and Manectric, so he might U-turn, which kind of would suck with that Tango Berry now that I'm looking at it, because I'd pop it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that a little bit more. So because Counter isn't as cool with that in mind, so maybe I'll run T-Wave instead. Sorry. Yeah, we'll see about that. I think it actually might end up being Thunder Wave, because that's all around pretty nice as well, because that forces Pinsir to go with Quick Attack over Return. Okay, yeah, we're going to run Thunder Wave. Next up, the spreads are a little wild on a couple of these mons, but we have Mawile with Play Rough, Focus Punch, Sucker Punch, and Substitute. I'm still a little iffy on on Sucker Punch, but besides that Play Rough, Focus Punch with that Substitute, looking at his team immediately, he doesn't have a mon that can like one-shot. He doesn't have a mon that can one-shot Mawile, and so I can pretty much get a free sub if I'm in the right condition, because I'm just going to scare him out. And like if Cobalion is his answer, we can Focus Punch. If Tangrowth is, I think I can Focus Punch into Play Rough and knock him out. So we'll see about that as well. But like I said, just not a ton of answers. The 16 speeds to make sure I outspeed Tangrowth if he was to try and speed creep me a little bit. But besides that, max HP. I two-shot everything with the 108 adamant nature, and then just some defenses across the board, like enough to live a +2 close combat from Pinsir. He might be scared to run Earthquake because of Tapu Bulu. Yeah. Next up, we have Nidoking, who's kind of my Tapu Koko answer, actually. So maybe I can preserve Slowbro because I don't need to click counter. Yeah, I'm still torn about Thunder Wave versus counter because I actually can hard switch into Nidoking pretty freely on Tapu Koko, and he doesn't have the best answers either. But Stealth Rock, Taunt, Earth Power, and Ice Beam, Poison Point, Black Sludge, and pretty Spadef for that Tapu Koko. He might, because the way I see it is he could be like a physical variant with Wild Charge Brave Bird, with like Flyanium Z for something along the lines of Bulu, but he could also be HP Poison because Bulu would be a good answer otherwise. Additionally, so Nidoking's just a decent mon. Earth Power can 2-shot Scolipede. Stealth Rocks is always key. Taunt for maybe like Vullaby, because if he finds out I'm not super special attack based, Vullaby can kind of sit on me. But I could also just run Toxic. But I already have a Toxic mon, but maybe another one would be nice. Might go Toxic here. We'll see. Who else would I want to taunt? Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll try to remember if I make any changes for the game. But anyway, we have the sweeping Minior with Shell Smash, Earthquake, Stone Edge, HP Flying, and another weird-looking spread. This can one-shot everything pretty much after it's +2, besides like Scolipede. HP Flying is nice if it is defensive Tangrowth. HP Flying has a chance to one-shot. And then if he's AV Tangrowth, Stone Edge actually has a chance with Rockinium Z to one-shot, but it's also good for like Slowking. Might run Protect. We'll see about that. Okay, and then next up we have Manectric being modest, but Choice Scarfed, Volt Switch, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, and Switcheroo. So Volt Switch is just super good for against his whole team because Piloswine's his only ground type, especially with Dugtrio no longer present. And then Switcheroo, he has 2 Eviolite mons that like it might be worth getting that off on. Even though I am Scarfed and I kind of want to preserve that. But otherwise, Volt Switch and Terrain can hit super hard. Flamethrower, Thunderbolt. Maybe I'll go Hidden Power. I'll run a Hidden Power. I think maybe. Hidden Power Poison. Just in case he's... it'd be for Tapu Koko, but if he's AV Tangrowth, it also hits that. We'll do that. But yeah, just fast mon with that Scarf, and if he doesn't bring Piloswine, that can be really annoying. And the fact that I haven't brought Manectric to a single game might lead him to believe I'm not going to bring Manectric at all, and so he doesn't feel Piloswine is as forced as like against someone who has a Raikou, for example. But yeah. Finally, we have Hydreigon, who it's another interesting... I could lose badly this week. I'm just going to lay that out on the line here. Very good chance that just things don't work well for me. But they're here. Substitute Toxic Roost Flamethrower with a Metronome starts to actually do quite a lot to his team. That sub kind of helps me get those Metronome boosts by like an extra one. And I think... the first Flamethrower has a chance to break sub on Necrozma if it's max attack, max speed type variant, or like a little bit of HP with that 120 special attack. But after the 1, it's always breaking subs. It does a lot to Pinsir. Quillfish could be kind of annoying, but like it's a Quillfish. I can pretty much go like Slowbro or even potentially Mega Mawile on the Quill and be just fine. So I could also go Manectric, depending if I'm expecting a Toxic, a Taunt, or, an Ice Beam. Something like that. But this is a weird set for sure. I think it could do... I always say it can put in a lot of work. And I mean it again, saying it can put in a lot of work because it's a solid mon. A lot of special attack and a lot of inherent bulk that can really help mess up a team. So besides that, I think that's what I'm rolling with. I don't know if it's worth me taking off Sucker Punch because I feel like he's gonna work around it with some mons. That might be worth me running Knockoff instead. I'm gonna run Knockoff. I think that might be helpful. Or Iron Head. Let's go Knockoff because if Tangrowth is like a Rocky Helm answer, getting that Knockoff helps me a lot. I don't get Drain Punch, right? Yeah. We'll run Knockoff and see how that goes. Because he's got 2 EV users, like I said, so chipping them is nice. So yeah, I think that is going to be where we are ending. Having no defog isn't the best, but we do have rocks, so we can force defog on his side. And I am also not weak to rocks at all, besides Minior taking 12. Same with Manectric and Hydreigon. But Minior, like, yeah, it's unfortunate that I'm not running defog. But it's also not that big of a deal because I have Regenerator and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm excited. Good luck to Jerry. This might be a live commentary battle between the two of us, like in a call. I'm not sure. But, yeah, I hope you guys stay tuned for the video. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye.